A very good morning and welcome to Koikimedia Live as we kickstart again this early morning, just coming up to 4 a.m. in London. I welcome you all to this broadcast. Today is the 25th day of the month of September 2024, and it is my pleasure to host you again at the early hours of this morning as we continue to deliberate, as we continue to discuss, and as we continue to engage as many sons and daughters of Yorubas around the world regarding the sliding collapse of Nigeria. I would like to say good morning and thanks so much. If you're one of those that have never been part of this platform, please remember to share the program and also invite your friends and family to participate. Mo kí gbogbo wa ní gbogbo ibikíbi tí ẹ bá ti láǹfààní àti máa rí ìkànnì wa tí à ń pè ní Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps. Ìkànnì tí ó dìde fún ìran Yorùbá ní àsìkò tí a wà yìí látara ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun tí Nàìjíríà ti ṣe fún ìran Yorùbá àti èyí tí a rí ní Ilé Ifẹ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìjẹta nígbà tí ayẹyẹ Yorùbá National Unity Day tó gbé lọ sí Ilé Ifẹ̀ pé kí a fi rántí àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí Yorùbá ìjà Kírìjí. Gbogbo wa náà ni a ti rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Ìkànnì yìí jẹ́ lára ìkànnì tí ó tẹ̀lé bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè, bàbá tó jẹ́ agbẹnusọ fún àwa Yorùbá Nation campaigners tí a dẹ̀ gbà fún gẹ́gẹ́ bí olórí wa. A dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa Ọ̀túnba Démọ́lá tí wọ́n jẹ́ deputy ìyẹn YSDM tí a mọ̀ sí Yorùbá Self-Determination Movement. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, mo dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa tí Ọlọ́run fi kẹwàá ní sáà yìí, torí ní gbogbo generation kọ̀ọ̀kan títí di àsìkò tá a wà yìí, Elédùmarè á gbéyàn kan dìde tá jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran ẹ̀. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa Dr. Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Ìgbòho Òòṣà. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá náà, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí wọn, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn tí wọ́n fún wa láyè kí bàbá wọn ní àǹfààní láti lè dúró fún ìran wọn. A dúpẹ́ fún bàbá náà látara iṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ tí ó ti ṣe nípa kí Fúlàní ajínigbé apààyàn tí wọ́n wọlé tán ń gbé wa, tí wọ́n ń jí wa gbé, tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa lọ sí oko. A kí bàbá wa, ìyẹn bàbá dáadáa tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá mọ̀ sí Dr. Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho. A kí wọn. A wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, a kí gbogbo àwọn jàǹkànjàǹkàn tí wọ́n ń bẹ nínú Yorùbá Nation, láti bàbá wa Ọba Ògbóni Àbáláyé. Láti bẹ́ẹ̀, a kí bàbá wa ìyẹn Chief Imam ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọni fún sáà yìí. A lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, a kí gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn ńláńláńlá tí wọ́n dúró pé níbi tí ìran Yorùbá délé dé, tí a bá tètè gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ kankan, ó ṣeé ṣe kí a collapse pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà. K'Ọlọ́run kó jọ nínú ọlá ẹ̀ kó má jẹ́ ká collapse. A lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, a kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ akọni tí Nàìjíríà ti mú lọ látìgbà táwọn òyìnbó ti ń kó lẹ́rú títí di wákàtí àwa ń kí gbogbo àwọn balẹ̀ Yorùbá pé kó túbọ̀ jẹ́ kí a jọ fọwọ́ kúnra kí ìrìn àjò yìí kó lè túbọ̀ lọ sí iwájú ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ, torí pé kò sí nǹkan tí a lè ṣe tí a lè fi rescue ibi tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà, torí Nàìjíríà fúnra rẹ̀ is sliding into collapse on a daily basis. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o pé kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá. Gbogbo ìgbàkígbà tí wọ́n bá ti ní kó sú wa, gbogbo ìgbà yẹn ni kí a máa rántí pé in tá gbé dání, in tó lẹ́gẹ́ ni, in tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ìran kan náà tí wọ́n ń jà pé kí ìran Yorùbá má kúrò nínú ibi tí a wà. Àwa ni ká wá ṣe ìgbìyànjú tó pọ̀ láti kéde fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá, àti tó fẹ́ gbọ́ àti tó ní gbọ́, nípa ìwúlò tí Yorùbá dá dúró látara bí òyìnbó ṣe kó papọ̀. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí bàbá má sunkún mọ́, bàbá wòlíì dáadáa. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó jẹ́ bàbá àlùfáà nínú ìjọ Celestial àti Kérúbù àti Redeem àti gbogbo ìjọ pátápátá. A kí bàbá wa Prophet Tibetan Weshkushe. Mo kí bàbá wa Prophet Adébáyọ̀. Mo kí bàbá wa Máyọ̀wá. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo àwọn àfáà tí wọ́n dìde ní ìtí a mọ̀ àti ìtá a mọ̀. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àtàwọn tí wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbẹnusọ fún ìṣẹ̀ṣe, torí pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe làgbà. Lára tí ó jẹ́ tiwa táwọn òyìnbó tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí aláǹfààní láti mọ̀ pé bí èèyàn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìṣẹ̀ṣe kò tako ẹ̀sìn tiyín, torí pé nǹkan kan la ti ń ṣe kó tó di pé àwọn òyìnbó amúnisìn tí wọ́n dé láti wá fi tiwọn kó bá ti tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé ìdílé kọ̀ọ̀kan tá ti jáde ó ní nǹkan tá à ń bọ̀ níbẹ̀, ó ní nǹkan tá à ń ṣe níbẹ̀. Ká má wá jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kó fi máa sọ fún wa pé gbogbo èyí tó jẹ́ nǹkan tiwa nǹkan burúkú ni. Bí ìwọ náà ṣe ń pe pásítọ̀ nígbà tó bá ní problem, bẹ́ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń pe àwọn àfáà àti imam pé kó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàdúrà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá náà ní right láti consult babaláwo nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá ru yín lójú. Nítorí pé babaláwo á gbé ifá jáde bí Jésù náà táwọn Kristẹni ń pè, táwọn náà máa pe ọ̀nà tí wọ́n mọ̀. Àmọ́ èèyàn kan gbọ́dọ̀ tún sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá kankan níbi tílẹ̀ ṣúdé yìí pé o ò ní right láti pe babaláwo tí nǹkan bá rú ẹ lójú. Bí ìwọ náà ṣe ń pe pásítọ̀ ẹ tó ń pe àfáà, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ọmọ Yorùbá ní right láti pe babaláwo tí nǹkan bá rú wa lójú. Gbogbo eléyìí kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ìjàngbara tí a gbé dání. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kò gbọ́dọ̀ mú ìjà dání, torí pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá a ti ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn, a dẹ̀ máa ṣẹ̀sìn náà ni nígbà tí a bá lásìkò tí a bá dá dúró. So mo kí wa ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì náà ní gbogbo ibikíbi tí ohùn mi bá ti ń jáde sọ́dọ̀ yín. Èmi náà ni tí wọ́n mọ̀ sí Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, tí gbogbo yín ń pè ní Koikimedia, tí ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí tí ó wà registered lábẹ́ òfin United Kingdom tí a ti ń operate. Lóòótọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lè máa mọ̀ pé ilé-iṣẹ́ kan náà ní bíbà tí ń gbóhùn sókè nípa ọ̀rọ̀ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lágbàáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí media organization. Àmọ́ ní sáà yìí a ní ká fi ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí ká gbé sílẹ̀ fún gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ tí ó wà káàkiri lénìí, olúkálukú ló ń wá bó ṣe máa fi ilé-iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ náà tó fi máa rí owó láti fi tọ́jú ara, láti fi tọ́jú mọ̀lẹ́bí. So tá bá wá gbé ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí sílẹ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tí ilé-iṣẹ́ fi máa ṣe ni pé láti máa bá wa polongo Yorùbá nation, ó nídìí, torí pé tí èèyàn kan ò bá dìde láti ṣe, ta là wá rò pé ó ń bọ̀ wá ṣe. Ìyẹn ni àwa ṣe fi ilé-iṣẹ́ wa sílẹ̀ pé gbogbo ìgbàkígbà tí ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí bá ṣì ń exist, tí ó dẹ̀ máa exist, ìjà òmìnira Yorùbá òun ni a máa fi jà láì tí mú nǹkan míì mọ́. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ti pè wá láti fi ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìpolówó, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló ń pè wá láti fi engage wa, àmọ́ ìtàn sọ fún wọn ni pé iléeṣẹ́ yìí ó sì dúró ná lórí ìjàngbara, a dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan míì kó wọnú ẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe páwa náà nídìí ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó pọ̀ láti fi lè jẹ́ kí iléeṣẹ́ yìí kó máa tẹ̀síwájú, torí pé gbogbo iléeṣẹ́ pátápátá tí gbogbo wa ń rí lénìí, àti tó jẹ́ social media one àti tó jẹ́ private and public, gbogbo wọn náà ni wọ́n máa ń wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ pé kí wọ́n lè raise owó. Ẹ̀yẹn làwọn kan ṣe máa ń lọ sínú stock market káwọn èèyàn ní gbogbo àgbáyé kó lè ra shares wọn láti lè fi jẹ́ kí iléeṣẹ́ wọn kó tẹ̀síwájú. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó dà wà lọ́wọ́ wọn láti lè ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan. Lọ́jọ́ iwájú, iléeṣẹ́ náà ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀nà tó lè fi raise owó ẹ̀, yàtọ̀ sí pé ká máa wá sí iwájú àwọn èèyàn wa láti máa béèrè ìrànlọ́wọ́ kí iléeṣẹ́ yìí lè tẹ̀síwájú. So gbogbo ìgbàkígbà tá a bá ń sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́, kò ń ṣe pé torí a lè lo avenue míì láti fi raise owó fún iléeṣẹ́ yìí tá à ń pè ní Koikimedia, àmọ́ nítorí pé kí a má bàa dẹni tó máa compromise, torí àmọ́rú advert tẹ́lómi máa gbé wá tí ó ní nǹkan míì lábẹ́nú, ìyẹn la ṣe avoid any kind of advert. But tá a bá ń béèrè owó, ó wà ethical lábẹ́ òfin àgbáyé pé gbogbo iléeṣẹ́ tó bá ń sọ pé kí wọ́n ran iléeṣẹ́ mídíà wọn lọ́wọ́, á jẹ́ pé iléeṣẹ́ náà ó fẹ́ wà transparent, kò dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ kíyàn kan control ẹ̀, nítorí pé níbi tí mídíà délé ní, torí interface sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí, ó dá lórí mídíà nípa week tí a wà nínú ẹ̀ yìí, tí a mọ̀ sí week 18 lábẹ́ tí bàbá wa Emeritus Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the Grand Commander of the Yoruba Nation, tó sọ fún wa pé the good news path to prosperity in our orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá, tí wọ́n kọ fún wa pé ká máa kà sí yín létí láti máa fi ṣíra wa ní ọkàn pé bí a bá délẹ̀ lérí, mídíà kò ní dàbí tí wọ́n ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nínú Nàìjíríà. Mídíà ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó dúró dáadáa kí ó lè jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tí ó ṣeé ṣe kó lè ṣeé ṣe. Ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá, bí a bá rántí, ohun tí a sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí òun ni pé tí a bá pa corruption ló máa pààyàn. Tá bá wo ibi tí Nàìjíríà dé lénìí, corruption ó wà lára ìdí tí Nàìjíríà ò ṣe tẹ̀síwájú. Wọ́n ò dẹ̀ ní ṣe nǹkan kan ju pé kó fi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, nítorí àwọn tó ń jẹ nínú Nàìjíríà, àwọn ò gbàdúrà fún kí Nàìjíríà kó develop kankan ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. So èyí tí a sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá, aago 4 ó fi lọ lù lọ́dọ̀ tiwa, aago kan náà ni a ṣe ń lò pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà. Bí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà ò tí exist bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, Nàìjíríà is still a country gẹ́gẹ́ bí òfin àgbáyé bó ṣe sọ. Àwa ni a gbọ́dọ̀ wá ṣe ìgbìyànjú bí Nàìjíríà ṣe máa collapse, torí pé òun gangan ti ń collapse kó tó di pé ó máa slide into anarchy. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí Simon Ekpa bó ṣe sọ nínú àkọlé ìròyìn ẹ̀ ní orí X handle ẹ̀, tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lè mọ̀ sí Twitter, àmọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa tí a bá ń follow social media a mọ̀ pé X ni wọ́n ń pè nísìn, kò sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ Twitter mọ́, torí pé orúkọ yẹn ti change nígbà táwọn tó ní iléeṣẹ́ yẹn tí wọ́n ti change ẹ̀. Ìdí tí a ṣe ń sọ pé ibi tí kò bá ti sí justice, ìlú tí kò bá ti ní justice system nínú ẹ̀, ẹ máa expect anarchy, ẹ máa expect ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ in tí ìlú yẹn tí a lè fi fàya. In tí Simon Ekpa sọ lélẹ̀, in the absence of justice, there will be continuous presence of violence and anarchy. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, gbogbo wa náà ni à ń wo ohun tó ń lọ nílé, gbogbo wa náà ni à ń gbọ́ news ní ojoojúmọ́, gbogbo wa náà là ń ṣe bíi tí kò kàn wá, torí pé kò tíì kan ìwọ. Má wá dúró pé kó kàn ẹ́ kó tó dá sí ohun tí a gbé dání. torí pé ó máa pọ̀n ẹ́ níjọ́ kan, àsìkò tó máa pọ̀n ẹ́ là mọ̀. Má sọ pé búburú kan ní kùn ẹ́. Ẹni tó ń gbàdúrà náà búburú ń kan nínú Nàìjíríà, kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n mọ̀ ṣe. Má wàá fi tiẹ̀ sọ pé tèmi special. Àtèmi àtiwọ́ lájọ wà in danger nínú Nàìjíríà. We're all in danger. And the danger means that for as long as there is no justice, there will be continuous presence of violence. The violence, it will be from the police that would rough handle you and eventually wọ́n máa páyẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe páyì ìyàwó Bọ́láńlé Rahim. I believe it's now coming up to 2 years. December ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lagos State tí ọlọ́pàá fi wọn tó fi yọ ẹ̀mí kúrò lára ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìbejì méjì. Tó bá rò pé violent tá à ń sọ pé bí èyí táwa ń ṣe là ń sọ, no. Every day tí ẹ wà nínú Nàìjíríà, you will continue to feel the presence of violence. The violence will come from all quarters. You'll be violent by your local government. You'll be violent by your governors. You'll be violent by the community that surrounds you in terms of àwọn tẹ́jọ́ ń gbé tó jẹ́ pé tí nǹkan kan bá go wrong, you will not get justice. Justice is not something that we should joke with. Justice is a very, very important area. So before we come down to that section, ní aago mẹ́rin lù from the London, England, United Kingdom, where this transmission is coming from, at exactly 4:01. Èyí ni 25th of September 2024. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Don't take this platform as just a platform that you will come and listen to and you will just say, that's it. Take this platform very serious, because for every day we are coming out, for every day that we are bringing these education awareness of Yoruba nation, for as long as you have listened to this platform and you are still against people, and this is direct to the Yoruba people, for not coming out of Nigeria, the pain of the millions of the Yoruba people, both at home and outside, will continue to also bite you one way or the other. We all have a role to play. I am just playing mine out of many others that have to do theirs in the different ways and quarters. So, at the week 18, which will last us till Sunday, God willing, we will be discussing what we have on the table, which is we shall have trusted, respectable public media. So I'll be discussing that in just about a few minutes. Please share the program and invite others to do so. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlẹ́rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bàtí bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ọba aládé àti kékeré àti àgbà àti first class àti second class àti third class ọba tó ń bẹ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àtàwọn tó ń bẹ ní ẹ̀yìn odi. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ that the media has a role to play, and it is important that that role is played very well, because without a strong media, you will struggle as Yoruba people, or the world that we live today. The world that media is being controlled by the West, and the narratives are changing by different parts for their own selfish interest. But for Africans and the Yorubas to also have their input and their voice to to be heard. You cannot have that voice heard while you are still in a country called Nigeria. Only any voice in it. But if we have our own country, we can control the narratives of our media, because the power of the media is a very strong one that must not be pushed to the side. If you go to the America, they have the media that feeds millions of people around the world with all kind of different narratives against their own purpose and against their own wishes. If you go to Russia, as I speak to you today, RT has been banned in the United Kingdom because of the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia. And that means that the West doesn't want us to know the alternatives news about what the view of the perspective from that angle of the world. The RT media is a complete different media from the BBC and the Sky and the Fox and the NBC. If you then go to India, that is now the fourth largest economy in the world, they're becoming very powerful. And if you're one of those that follow India very well, what India is doing today means that they have a very strong media, very strong, that the West cannot control from letting their people and the world knows about them. They are using the power of their media. The same thing goes with China. The Chinese have become very powerful when it comes to their media, as also a country that has a lot to offer and is still offering the world. Regardless of what America will tell you in terms of feeding you with media, news, they still have strong cordial relationship with China. So what about in Africa? What media is actually fighting on our behalf to change the narratives? That is the reason why Tiawa in Romalade Shigbodo She Opolopo Ishe, so that we can exit Nigeria as quickly as possible, so that we can also use our own Yoruba country to push our own media from the Yoruba government and many private media organizations that are currently existing that would merge into the country, but with a proper foundation and institution and constitution that will support the private sector and the government. The present government of Nigeria are using the media since over decades to give a false narrative about a country that never existed. So that means whatever we have listened to in the last 60 years of the media in Nigeria is false. Everything Tiwatu Sofua in Nigeria, we've never seen a media that have challenged the government to the extent of what is the reason why we have this country in the first place. And it's because we have intimidation and oppression. And that is why we must push very hard to make sure that we dissolve Nigeria as quickly as possible. because the power of the media is a very strong one that cannot be taken for a joke. If we allow Nigeria to continue to exist, you will not get the power and the influence of the media, because you'll be told lies. You'll be told lies that the country that was never meant to be has a prospect. I was listening to the governor of Oyo State yesterday through Ashake TV program, and he was saying to the members of the public that he's been away for a month, and I told you because I followed him while he was in Europe looking for support for technology and other areas of agriculture and education from Finland, where he traveled to, and Sweden. While he was addressing the public yesterday, I don't know whether it was yesterday or whenever he was having that, but I saw the video only yesterday anyway. And I laughed, because already they've told lies. They have already told us lies, because every one of these politicians knows that there is nothing called Nigeria to start with. So if you are now using Nigeria to deceive us because you are the state governor, let's look at Oyo State to start with. It's a big state, but yet every information to the public are all lies. The average citizen that lives in the Oyo State, I'm not talking about the other state, I'm just using Oyo as a case study. They've made our people, what if I see situation that they are not in that position to challenge the state government. When you listen to when they're talking on the radio, especially when people are reporting crimes of terrorism in Oyo State, you will hear the presenter saying, Emma Daruko, Emma Daruko. Emma Daruko. Because the platform knows that Toba the platform wants to establish the truth of the crime and many other activities, like how Oyo State was bombed on the 16th of January in Ibadan, where life was lost and property in billions of naira were destroyed. Till date, no media in Oyo State generally have challenged Seyi Makinde like I have done, because I'm still asking Seyi Makinde to give me the full report of what happened in Ibadan when terrorists attacked our people. So you can see where we are talking about the media, the difference between this media organization and the one operating in Nigeria. So if you're one of those that always come and say, we talk trash on this platform, you will not get any information in Nigeria and Oyo State. Because Seyi Makinde knows that it was a terrorist attack. Kò media tó wà ní Oyo State, the whole state, títí dé ibi tí ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀, gbogbo wọn ló mọ̀ pé terrorist ló attack Ibadan. But they can't say it, either because they are scared that they might be picked up, or their license will be withdrawn and they will lose revenue, even though their revenue is not in a large scale. Because most of the media in Nigeria are struggling to survive, especially in these APC deadly economy that many businesses will fold up before Tinubu to parí first tenure, and many lives will be lost. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn máa pa kó tó di pé ìjọba ẹ̀ máa parí tenure. So the power tí media gbé dání cannot be joked with. And before I read what Baba Akintoye told us of what we should expect, irú media wo la fi rí tabatẹ̀ ní adádúró tán gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè kan tó máa wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé. We'll be discussing that in just about a few minutes. The power of media. I am still asking questions because every country around the world try to control their media to favor them. So when a Yoruba man tó ń gbọ́ program lórí iṣẹ́ tí Baba Akintoye gbé kalẹ̀ pé kí ìran Yorùbá kó má takò síbi tó wà, kí ìran wa kó má ní ìdí kan pé a tún máa jìyà mọ́, tí bàbá yẹn dẹ̀ jáde tí à ń fi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ tí a fi engage àwọn èèyàn wa. But it's surprising that a Yoruba man wants the Western media to tell them the truth. That for me, I find it very difficult to understand. So you are sitting to wait for the Western media láti sọ fún wa nípa tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Thanks so much for the super chat coming through to our brother. If care is not taken, I'm going to read the chat. I'm just bringing it up from my laptop so I can read it properly. And we appreciate those that continue to support this platform all the time. It goes a long way. It might be little, even though the bigger revenue should have come from the bigger platform. But like I said, that is part of why they thought that this platform would die during the course of this program that we started 4 going to 5 years ago. So a super chat with a comment, because the purpose of a super chat, not that we don't read your comments, because this is not Channels Television or TVC or NTA that doesn't even recognize you, because they are not understanding that we are now living in a new era. Even T Abadaduro in the near future, and when I mean the near future, the collapse of Nigeria is gradually coming. So the future that we are talking about is not 30 years ago, 30 years or 20 years from now. And like I picked before I read the comment from Simon Ekpa yesterday, and I was telling CSI exactly as I was reading that, I believe either I called him or he called me for something, and I was giving him this particular message that I read from this Simon Ekpa, the PM, government in exile, that in the absence of justice, we must expect a continuous presence of violence and anarchy. I'll come back again to that. But from the super chat that came through, Mr. Sun Odu says, one Nigeria, a place where abnormalities are seen as normal. Lying, deceit, pretenders, terrorism, avoidable death, world poverty, APC, Egbe. And let me just quickly break that down to the understanding of a layman in Tiwo Sosibenye. And please, like I always say, do not challenge us. Taban so Gesi, Lori platform one. We're not speaking English because we want to. We're also speaking English because I am communicating to the international community that that country that they are investing in their millions of dollars, we will bring it down very soon so that they are preparing their mind for whatever circumstances Nigeria will face so that they can also prepare. Because I know some of them are listening. These are powerful players around the world. So we are not the previous generation that they can just ignore. So in their own reason, I want them to understand that this platform means every word I have said in the last 5 years. We will collapse Nigeria even before it collapses itself. So taban sọ English, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ má máa sọ fún wa pé ṣebí Yorùbá nation là ń ṣe, ìbí ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá, èdè Yorùbá ni kẹ́ sọ. Ẹ lè máa sọ yẹn láwọn platform mi. Don't ever say so on this platform. Mo bẹ̀ yín ni. I am different from all the other platforms. Kò ń ṣe tẹnu. And I will remain different because èmi ti sọ fún yín 5 years ago that we're going to fight. And I'm going to use this media to fight to the last blood in me. And I mean every word I say on this platform. Their country is not theirs. And we will do whatever we feel when we are ready to do it. So I'm going to use this media to prepare, like Professor Wale Soyinka said, we got to mobilize. So what I'm doing every day is I'm mobilizing my Yoruba people to fight back, which I will be involved, to make sure that we will destroy everything that Nigeria thinks it can do to continue to destroy the lives of millions of Yoruba people and others. We will destroy it so that nobody will enjoy it. And we mean every word. We are not joking. This is not a threat. Because the British that also created the mess threatened us by keeping us in a slave trade for 500 years before the monster country was created in 1914. And the British used violence against us. So we will use violence back to take back Yoruba land. Violent la ma fi gbà. And there's no doubt about it. So tomorrow, no, this one is just to mobilize us. Because in Nigeria, we abnormal, láyé àti sọ́di normal. When you tell somebody that kilo sheyana was sick, ẹ lọ hospital, no, Jesus must sort it out. If you tell somebody that why is this like this, they will tell you, oh, it will be resolved. And years, nothing is resolved. So better can shut down Lagos State, we'll shut down Ogun State, we'll shut down Oyo State. We will shut down from Kwara all the way down. And I mean every word. We are just mobilizing the people. We don't need everybody. I don't need all the Yoruba people. I just need the dedicated one that are ready to prepare under this leadership of Professor Banji Akintoye. We are mobilizing. Akintoye knows that it will end up at exactly where it wants to end. But he's not going to be the one to fight. Igboho is not going to be the one to fight. We will be the one to fight it out. And this media is using its platform for that purpose. So if you think that we just come here and we are threatening, no, we're not threatening. We mean every word. We will collapse Nigeria. We will shut it down at the right time. At the appropriate time, the country will shut down. And the East, the Biafra, will shut it down from their own end, while the Yoruba will shut it down from their own side as well. But we will not tell you in all the full details, because that means that we have turned it into a movie. Everybody can feel it. But something will trigger. I was expecting, but I did this stage here. By now, the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University kò jẹ́ kó máa sùn sínú yàrá ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹnu mo fi sọ. Fún nǹkan tó ṣe ní Ilé-Ifẹ̀ níjẹta, kò jẹ́ kí Vice Chancellor yẹn kó sì wà nínú ọgbà yẹn. But àìtí ṣetán, àìtí ready. Because how can a Vice Chancellor, ṣọmọ Yorùbá ni, ṣọmọ Hausa ni, ṣọmọ Igbo ni, ṣọmọ Fulani ni, ṣé wọ́n ti ta Obafemi Awolowo University? Are they telling us now that we cannot host events in the university? Then kò sí purpose the university coexist. We should shut it down for the time frame. But we're not ready because the students in there cannot understand what I'm saying, that their lives is in danger. I want to anja fún nìyẹn. Because ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo students university yẹn ó yẹ kó bínú. But wọ́n ní bínú. They're not angry. They're not upset like me because they still see something in Nigeria. The whole university should be on fire, serious fire, like everywhere, back to back, but they're not. Some of them don't even know that we're having, it's not a Yoruba Nation program. We're talking about Kiriji War event and the invasion of Fulani, but our university, they don't care. You know what I mean by this? I'm 3,000 miles away. But I want to call Lara Gongon. Most of them don't want to invest in. Some of them will become Agbiru by the time they finish their university. All this bomb bastard, Amoti and Toria Shiwala. So if you're expecting me that I will need all the students from the University of Obafemi Awolowo to fight Yoruba, no, I don't need. I just need a dedicated team to work with me, and then we'll follow Igboho and Babakito. That's all we need. They could Jackie Chancellor and one Nino Bayemo. Is either he resign or there will be no opening of university. Because what is the purpose of you going to university anyway? Because you're not going to gain anything out of it. And let me tell you, if you even get to UK or America, with degree to Bamuwa Sibiba, they know it is fake. So even if you finish at that same Obafemi Awolowo University, yes, you went to university, but the UK will still tell you to go and do English test. Do you understand what that means? UK, that I've lived, that I understand their system, come with your Obafemi Awolowo University degree. Before you even get to come and do any other extension in this country, they will ask you to go and do English test. But the Yoruba people inside the university, they are not worried. They're not concerned. Maybe some of them are pained, but they are not as pained as me, even though I am not in the country. I am thousands of miles away. But I feel the pain, and I know that there's no future for them. But they've been told by that Olori Kebe Seyi Makinde that says it was away for 1 month. Imagine, a governor was away for 1 month. So, but would that allow me to feel sad, dejected, that I want to and Tori Pariwo ní Obafemi Awolowo University? Nah, because we have to rescue them. I want to rescue our own. They are trapped. These are students that are trapped that will now need us and some others to encourage them that the fight is not against ourselves, it's against the West that is using their own media. I was reading again from the election concluded according to America. Imagine America ambassador telling us that Edo election was peaceful. You know what that means? The power of the media. Edo election was peaceful, according to the United States of America ambassador in Nigeria. Let me bring that up, how I saw it. And that means that is what they are feeding the world. That an election, how they were bribing the people, how intimidation, how people were not even if, let's say, there's still a country called Nigeria, allow people to decide who they want to vote for, whether they want to vote for PDP, APC, or Labour Party. But are you telling me that the election that was done in Edo State, I mean, you, the Nigerian, that, oh, Enyemo Yoruba, couple of news I'm going to bring in just about a few minutes. Share the program, please, and invite others to do so. Once again, my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. And if you've never come across this platform before, remember that this platform stands for the truth and nothing but the truth. It looks like more people have been suspended by TikTok. Interesting days ahead. Dr. Kemi Lawyer, I just saw just about an hour before I started the program with 190,000 followers. She has been suspended, according to TikTok, for impersonation. I might not agree with David Odoye, but he's doing his best. But I still follow him on X because he might not want a Yoruba Biafra country. He might still want a Nigeria, but he's still talking and fighting against other areas. So I use this platform for news pickup, like I do as a journalist. He's also posted 6 hours ago that African Stream, that again, Anthony Blinken, the United States Secretary of State, says, and I quote, because some of you don't follow X, you're not on Twitter. We've told you to go and register for Twitter account, but you refuse to. You're waiting for either a live YouTube channel, Facebook, or the repeated one. Notification. But if you want to know what is happening on a daily basis, you gotta be on Twitter and follow Koikimedia. Like I always say, that is why I love the Biafra. I don't know if it was Nnamdi Kanu, and we all saw how he spoke at the court yesterday. Again, injustice to one is injustice to all. He has been able to prepare the Biafra for today, especially from the Twitter side. They are very active. Active in the movement around the world. You got to give kudos to the Biafra on Twitter. The Yorubas are lacking behind. Very, very. I don't think we're even up to 1%. We just love a live show. Kako will live. Yeah, reaction Koiki, reaction this. But the fight must be taken as well to Twitter, which would also help a lot of us. So according to David Odoye, they've taken down their own TikTok as well, called the African Stream. Your account was permanently banned due to multiple violations of our community guidelines. You can see why I said I'm not going back to TikTok. It's a waste of time. I was also removed. Why do you think they removed me? Because of my utterances? No. If I was talking about sexual activities of things, they will allow the platform to remain. But since I am not talking about that area, they do not want my platform to be there. And I was already growing a fast network of people on TikTok. And don't tell me to go and open another one. I'm not interested for now. So, but that's not where I want to use. What I want to pick from him was yes, according to the cable, imagine a whole United States ambassador. And we are not Ode. That is where you need other media to fight. Edo governorship election was widely peaceful, says the United States of America ambassador. What an interesting time to be alive. Justifying the unjustifiable one Nigeria logo. Let's take it further. And this is coming from the cable newspaper called the Cable Nigeria or whatever they're called. Okabilo. That's the, I might not pronounce it very well, but that's the person that won the election in Edo State for the APC rather. That was declared the winner on the 24th. According to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the most fraudulent that even Davido, yes, the same Davido, the artist, says that INEC, the worst institution. Maybe Onshan wake up from his slumber. But when the time comes, this will affect him, likewise every other one of them, in terms of the collapse of Nigeria. And like I said, we mean every word that we say. The country must collapse. It's either we allow it to collapse or dissolve or break away peacefully, or there will be blood. There's no doubt about it. You know, don't come and tell me, oh, you know, there will not be blood. There will be a lot of blood that will flow like Yugoslavia. Babakito Ediso, in one of his communique letter, and I can pull it out if you want me to Tinubu, he has two options while he's still the government and the president. Is either we go through the Soviet Union route where there is blood and everybody left the Union, or we will go through like the Yugoslavia and there will be streams of blood everywhere, Ejema and Lokakiri, and that will be the end. So Gugbaon Davido will be affected because when the country is hot, they will not be able to perform, and he might probably run back to America as an American citizen. But while he's running out, I don't know about others. I am running in as a media to be part of the forefront to cover the event as it's going to be developing. Because people that were covering the event today in Ukraine, some of them died, but some of them are still there. The BBC are still covering live war in Ukraine. Go and look at their page. They have their correspondent. So that is why I say to you that I don't need to sit in the UK when we're collapsing Nigeria, either through a peaceful means or through a violent crisis that will be blood all over the place. I will be on the ground because I see the BBC correspondent there showing me how, you know, the war is going between Russia and Ukraine. So you may not feel how the war between Nigeria and Biafra and Yoruba nation, because those are the two that are serious, that are ready to go. I'm not too sure whether others are still ready, but at least it will start from somewhere. So it wasn't Boya Awakon. I can say to you, 95% of the diaspora will not come home, but 5% of us will be returning home. I was speaking to, I think, was it a caller yesterday? I think it was a caller that called in, that he will be ready to fly back as a medical doctor to help anyone that is wounded. I love that. Because already people are wounded in Nigeria. So Obeta Kuku Padawale when things are hot and support whoever is injured. While I will be covering the news report, all that will be doing other things. But like I said, only 5% will come back home. So I'm not going to read all the things, but we know that a statement has now been issued. Do you know the meaning of statement? How many people understand meaning of statement? As long as I'm doing a program like this, and I've not come out and say, this is a statement from Igbowo, that means whatever I'm saying is just a general conversation on the media network. Just like you will be watching your Fox News and Sky News, NTA, that everybody's doing different analysis. So my own analysis is talking about the breakup of Nigeria. And I talk about it in whatever capacity as a media. I am not talking as me, individual Olayomi. I am talking as a media organization. That is what you need to understand. So tẹ́ bá rò pé bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá yìí ń sọ ó ti pọ̀ jù. No, èmi kọ́ ni mo ń sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ on behalf of ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí ni tó ń pè ní Koikimedia. So if anybody is going to be ready to take it up with me, that means you are going to be taking it up with an organization called Koikimedia. That is the power of the media. So if you think that èmi lè fẹ́ bá jà, no, ẹ bá mi jà. And Koikimedia is a big platform. We have people that will be ready to defend it if you think that you are thinking otherwise. So look, we have millions of Yoruba people right now. As long as this platform remains what it says it's doing, they will defend this platform. You'll be shocked. We have lawyers around the world that are following this platform, and they will tell the world that kini Koikimedia ṣe. Oh, okay, ó ní wọ́n máa pààyàn. Ṣé ẹ̀yin ò tán pààyàn lójoojúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà? Àwọn òde pààyàn, Ọlọ́run ẹni jẹ́ ká pààyàn. But we will make sure that we shut down Nigeria in a way that it will pain millions of the people that are enjoying it, that have left millions of our people to suffer. That's what we're going to do. But you want to know when? That is not something you will know. It will happen spontaneous. Google it. Spontaneous. Spontaneous. So let's read a statement coming from the US ambassador. A statement means that he's speaking on behalf of America. So Americans so far are listening election because he's not speaking on himself. He'll speak on behalf of Joe Biden. That is how corrupt the world is today. Joe Biden himself has to step aside or step down, whatever they want to call it, because we are fit enough. Imagine if we have told Tinubu to step aside. You are not fit. But the same America is now telling us that this statement was issued only yesterday. Today is Wednesday. So it was issued yesterday, the 24th of September, 2024, because I love to put date and time. Because whatever we are doing today, death will eventually happen. And we must prepare for that. We pray for long lives. So we're going to with me. At the minute, we should just pray for long lives. That's all. But you will be here forever. No. Whatever we are pushing out now, in whatever capacity, especially Lori Ija. I am not talking about Koikimedia then try you money foundation. No. We're not talking about your foundation. We're talking about to rescue the Yoruba people from the dungeon. The British business trade route. Nigeria. And I use the British because they created the country. Not that other countries are not taking advantage of the country. So don't come and tell me, foundation. No, you must put that foundation to be used to fight to rescue your people, called Yoruba people from Nigeria. Anything less than that is a waste of time. So our sweat and blood should be how we want to rescue Nigeria. Like I said, 6 people in the last 3 years to 4 years. Every Tuesday, we've never missed that prayer. That is the job, Tawanshi. The GR1, they're called. It was formed after Oloye was picked up in Benin Republic and detained for no reason. I want to detain it. Iboni Buhariwa. Malami, that was the former AGF, the Attorney General of the Federation of that contraction. We saw the children, 29 years old, and how they have the largest private security firm in Nigeria, and your brain is not telling you something. And I have not been able to set up one yet. It may not only set up a corner, Abi. Money right now under the Constitution. We got Asari Dokubo, a security firm that carry guns. Everybody knows that. But we're talking about the children of a criminal called the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami. Everybody have seen the video. This is not an AI video because I know about AI. We're not talking about an AI video. We're talking about a former AGF in a country and the children. Okay, let's ask the question. All these businesses that they were telling us in that video, and don't ask me for the video, you should have seen it. They've been telling me on Twitter or other platforms that I posted it to, apart from YouTube. Let's ask the question. Moki Babami, Stephen, one of the coordinator of the GR1 prayer group in the last 4 years. 6 of us, and we don't need any other person. Let's set up to him. And we've never missed one Tuesday. Go that if the 6 is not complete, 2 we finish the prayer. And bossy, we always have at least 5 to all the 6 people. It's a group called GR1. Niboni, and good morning. Sorry, I will not be mentioning names because I'm already live into the program and it's a serious program we are discussing here. But I appreciate every single one of you because I can see you and I can pick your comment at random. So when you say good morning and I don't respond, don't think that we are not seeing you. Remember that we are different from channels that doesn't even see your comment. They don't let the producer or the presenter to see your comment. Do you know that? They don't want them to see it because your comment could be sometimes, as I was waking up this morning, I spent about an hour on the bed while I was awake. My wife was just going to bed. She was asking me why I'm not sleeping. I said, I just woke up. And it took me an hour to come downstairs and, set up. It takes a couple of minutes to set up. Then I saw, as usual, post. I don't worry about it because it doesn't go turn on me. So when you post, especially the negative one, I don't care. I was talking about this, a news I picked up, I posted about the slump of Naira against the dollar. And 2 Yorubas, I know they're not Yoruba because a lot of people can put Yoruba name and set up this social media. So if you think that everybody on social media are real people, they are not real people. Most of them are fake. This platform not only bad news they bring. I just did the needful because that's the reason why you have the block button. I don't expect you to be on the platform that is talking the truth because it will be too much for you to contain because the media, I'm still going to come to Babakitoye and I've already gone 1 hour, so I should be heading into that now. But let me quickly read this statement and we go straight into Babakitoye, the good news that we want to talk about this morning. So the statement reads as follows by Richard Mille, is the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria. Remember that Tabati Shetan, maybe his tenure is come. Remember that the one that told us about how Nigeria is a failed state, he was also a one-time former U.S. ambassador. But these ones now will not say anything until they leave the country and they will start writing books or doing their own presentation or whatever invite to talk. And they will start telling you, Nigeria is not a place. So, but right now, it's only working on behalf of a government. And whatever I'm reading now is coming from the government of the United States, not actually Richard Mille. He's just a representation or representing US in Nigeria. The United States mission in Nigeria commends the people of Edo State for the widely peaceful conduct of the gubernatorial elections on the 21st of September 2024 and reiterated calls for calm following the announcement of result. So what he's saying there, take some of the words, calm, C-A-L-M, Emaja, Emadaluru, calm. That is how they told MKO to calm down until the same Fulani occupy MKO in Abuja because they told Yoruba people to calm, even though there was a lot of other things that were happening. But while those eruption was going on, there were some other Yoruba that were going around and speaking to people. That's exactly what they are doing with us now again. Koiki má máa sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ẹ máa dàlúrú o. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká dàlúrú o. Tá bá dàlúrú, that is exactly the kind of language that America wants you to be hearing. So when you hear people that come to the back or call in and say, or the ones that will work against a kind of a movement like this, they want us to be calm. Ẹ̀fọ́ mi sẹ́nu ẹ̀ àná omi yà wà lẹ́nu mi báyìí àfi tí bá pàdé ni màá gbé mi. Wọ́n ti wá gbàgbé pé wèrè ni generation táwa wà yìí, bàbá wèrè ni wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín, tá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tán ní rí ṣe gbogbo yín pátápátá. So you want me to be calm with my broadcast? You want me to calm people down when we are seeing what is no longer seeable? Did you see the video of a young Yoruba woman who wants to sell a 5-month-old child? Táwa kan wọ́ ọmọ báyìí, tẹ́yìn kan wọ́ ọmọ báyìí, àwọn àtàtì bí àtẹni tó ti bí àtàwọn ará fẹ́ bí sí. Ó ń sọ pé kọ́ gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn kọ́ fóun ní mobile phone, òun fẹ́ Android. Yorùbá ọmọ Yorùbá ò dẹ̀ sunkún. You want me to be calm? Like American government wants us to be calm. Calm here. I was speaking to a father, a grandfather, 80 years old in America. He's asking me, Koiki, what can I do for you? What can I be doing for your platform? Just tell me. It was a long message and I spoke to him. I called him. 80 years old. So what to get calm? That's exactly what they're doing today. And that is why the Biafra said, there's no more calm in our territory. We will buy you if you buy us. A máa lo ìbọn, tẹ́yìn náà bá ti ń lo ìbọn. Ẹ mọ̀ báwo tí lo ìbọn nísìnyí àbí? Ẹ máa pọ̀ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká lo ìbọn, àbí? Sọ̀tọ́ bá tí Fúlàní bá ń pa wá, àní lo ìbọn fi pa wọ́n. Tí Fúlàní bá ń fi ìbọn pa wá, so kòbókò ní káwa lọ wá bóyá kòbókò rèé o bóyá ẹnà wọn lẹ́gbàá àbí àsárídòkò bọ̀ ń kó bọ̀ jáde gbogbo wa láàrin ojú òdùn wa. But they want àwọn leaders tiwa, àwọn tó ń pè àwọn leaders ní Nàìjíríà, calm down, everything will be fine. No, calm kankan mọ́ nísìn àti calm fún yín for too long. This time around, there's no more calm. But some of you think we should start it tomorrow. We should start it. No, it will be spontaneous. You don't announce such a thing. Everybody will then know that, yes, we are ready. So it's not something I'll come and tell you, oh, Lola. No, it's not like a rally that we're announcing in London. You can't announce such a thing anymore. So you expect us to come and give you a date. No, I am just using my media to prepare until the leaders confirm other areas that needs to be done. I am just using my own media to prepare you. Calm, because how can a university tell Yoruba people and everywhere is calm, Abi? That's exactly what they want. That's why I said, kill our student efficiency. They are not doing anything. Abi? Àwọn student mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lo university fún program tó affect Yoruba. Ṣé rí pé wèrè ni wọ́n? Ṣé rí pé Prophet Tibetan right? Tó sọ pé wèrè ni gbogbo wa. Because tá a bá ṣe wèrè ni kò jẹ́ kí university yẹn kó lálàáfíà nísìn. But àlàáfíà wà níbẹ̀ because America wants you to be calm. Don't listen to Koiki. Don't listen to that young man. You just be calm. Yes, they can't host it here. How can they host a Yoruba Unity Day when we are one Nigeria ẹ mọ̀ tó sọ fún wọn, wọ́n ní this is not a Nigeria program and everywhere is calm in Obafemi Awolowo University. So, just to move swiftly because I don't want to spend so much time here. I mean, that's all I can read from there. I don't have to go further. Transparency and due process are crucial to maintain public confidence in any democratic system. So, is there transparency in that election? Ṣé transparency nìkan tí gbogbo wa experience tàrí ní Edo State? Is that maintaining public confidence? Ṣé public confidence ni mú kí ẹ jáyà? Is that a public confidence? Because wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ calm. Ẹ̀wọ̀n pé tíyàn bá calm, tíyàn bá calm, ẹ̀rí Koiki bó ṣe wá calm, àbí? I am just preparing and mobilizing using the media. Igboho will determine with Babakitoye and the rest of our leaders at the appropriate time to activate. Even if I know, I don't have to tell you. I had a long discussion with Igboho yesterday as he's coming to London. And some people are already worried and scared. They're confused. I'll just leave it like that and let your brain to think. Messages is coming back and forth to Igboho and myself. And Babakitoye. Wait, officially. It's just a rally and a dinner. If you can afford a dinner at £100, which is a chicken change for a Yoruba man that have suffered the consequence of Nigeria, you should be able to say, èmi náà gbọ́dọ̀ wá sínú dinner yẹn wá jẹun pẹ̀lú Igboho. Bí tẹ̀ wá jẹun kí tẹ̀ ra dinner kí tẹ̀ wá jókòó tí Igboho for the few hours. At least it's not up to a ticket to go to Nigeria. Imagine Igboho is the one coming. That alone for us is something that we should appreciate. Okay, tí Igboho bá ní ká wá bá wọn celebrate ní Benin, so I need lọ. I will be buying my ticket straight away. Whatever the cost of the ticket, I don't care. Tí Igboho bá ní Benin lòun ti máa ṣe birthday òun pé ká pàdé òun ní Benin, so I need lọ àbí. That is how we have to look at it. As a torí àwa London, but ilé tá a fẹ́ lọ dé sí kò ṣe dé sí mọ́, òun ni Igboho ṣe ń bá wa torí ẹ̀ ṣe wàhálà lé lórí àti Babakitoye àtàwọn tó kù àtàwọn tó wà lábẹ́ underground tí ẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n tí ẹ̀ mọ orúkọ wọn tèmi náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n. So for £100 is not look, kódà èmi tẹ̀rọ pé ó cheap because ẹ máa jẹun níbẹ̀, ẹ máa mu drinks and you still see Igboho. I better go on. It's coming. He told you during his giveaway on TikTok, you know, it's coming. And I'll be bringing him to come and speak to us on this platform. But I'll let you guys know, and women at the appropriate time. It might just be a voice call. I'm going to call him. It might not be a video call. I might do a video and just put him in front of me because I don't have my Zoom anymore. So stop operating the Zoom. It's still there, but we're not making use of it because I'm not really doing much. And I don't use other StreamYard. Vijaya said, I can't believe that people are still voting in Nigeria because America wants them to be calm. Tabagbe election wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá lálẹ́ nísìn pé election wá láàárọ̀ la ara àwọn tó ti máa ní àwọn máa bá wọn rí gẹ̀ ìbẹ́yìn náà nìyẹn. They will forget about gbogbo táwa ń sọ nísìn. So you want us to remain in that. So àwọn yẹn la máa dúró dè. So àwọn ọmọ tó wà ní student Obafemi Awolowo University that didn't realize that the purpose of a unity day is to bring everybody together. And even the name of the university, like we had disrespect to Baba Awolowo. And the whole university is calm. Officially, Yoruba Nation. It's not Yoruba Nation program. Maybe some of you don't understand. It has nothing to do with Yoruba Nation campaign. It's got to do with Kiriji War, Ogun Kiriji, pé wọ́n sign treaty pé ilé tá ń bára wa jà ti tó now. Kí là ń bára wa jà fún? Kí là ń para wa fún? And that's exactly what they want us to be doing again today. Ká máa bára wa jà. Kémi àti MC Olúọmọ máa jà. Èmi àti Koko Zaria máa jà. Èmi àti àwọn other Yorubas ká disagree. Káwa máa kọ́kọ́ bára wa jà. No, we fight the enemies to defeat them. Ìjà tó yẹ ká jà nìyẹn. Kémi àti Adéyínká grandson máa jà kó máa bú mi. Kémi àti Máyégún máa jà. Ìtọ́fẹ́ nìyẹn. Instead of us to stay as one for enter our Instagram, mo lè má padà wá for a few minutes because tí bá máa ka kíní mo fẹ́ record it. So if you want to continue listening to me, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ other platforms because I will not come back live until tí bá ka we shall have a trusted, respectable public media. So ẹ lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹ ṣé gan ni. So while I can now quickly read and record so that I can share the audio out there. Àkọ́kọ́ ilé máa darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀rí mi rẹ́ àbí. Ibo lélẹ̀ tó wà lórí social media. Èmi náà wà níbẹ̀. But social media tóbi gan. Do you know how many people on Facebook? We're talking about billions of people on, I mean, billions, not millions. So social media is big. So maybe by chance, Ọlọ́run kan nìkan gbé notification mi dọ́dọ̀ yín. Okay. Ọ̀rọ̀ nínú ló ń sọ. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó bọ́ sí, no problem. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó bọ́ sí, very good. Ìkànnì méjèèjì ni. But àwọn ò ní calm. We're not going to calm. Whether true or false, I was listening to that, big brother called Very Dark Man. And you can see what he's saying. Hey, Tigbo, you want me to be telling you everything? Twitter me. So let me record, and I'm going to close my, because if I'm recording this thing, I come back with, disturb one. So let me put it to where I can first send it. This is a message from one of my big uncle, Mr. Kunle Adeleye, big man, around Yoruba Nation followers and strong member of Yoruba Nation. I posted on my status on Mobility, we're going to read that is ready to sell a baby, bouncing baby boy for Android mobile phone. What are the Yorubas turning into? Why will she throw morals, decorum, dignity, decency, and the fear of God into the gutter because of Ibn Pami? She must be punished, and within the process should be rehabilitated. We are in danger. So we shall have a trusted and respectable public media. Good news, path to prosperity in our Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba by Professor Adebanji Akintoye. The news media, open bracket, newspapers, radio, and television, close bracket, are powerful tools for bringing information to the members of the public and for generating and upholding debate. Independent, professional, and responsible media are the backbone of a democracy in a democratic country. When owned or funded by government or secretly controlled by government, the news media can become a means of government misinformation, control, and dishonest misdirection of the public, leading to a decline of democracy. Therefore, ownership of the media should belong exclusively to members of the public. In our Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba, the media shall be owned only by members of the public, and it shall be illegal for government to own or control any of the media. We shall also make laws for cleansing the media of the kinds of disease that are common to the media in Nigeria, such as demanding or accepting money as condition for publishing a story, or irresponsibly refusing or neglecting to due salaries to reporters who are employed as paid reporters. All in all, the media shall uphold and promote the seriously democratic and ambitiously development-focused country that our Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba shall be. Social media are relatively new as a phenomenon in our world, and therefore regulating the social media is uncertain and patchy. As a result, irresponsibility tends to mark the social media. Irresponsibility such as blatant and deliberate falsehood, insult, character assassination, criminal defamation, etc. In disagreement and conflict, making the ongoing Yoruba self-determination struggle. We are seeing in the social media mannered by Yoruba folks the most grotesque kinds of irresponsibility imaginable. In our Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba, laws will be made to rectify this sickening aberration. The laws will require that anybody seeking to establish a social media outlet must undergo a prescribed course of training, and after training, obtaining a government license. The laws will enable any person who has been hurt by any falsehood or defaming statement on social media to lodge a criminal complaint to the police for criminal prosecution, and to seek redress via a civil case. If any Yoruba person operating a social media outlet abroad should alter or allow statement that hurt another Yoruba person living in Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba, the offended party may seek civil redress and also report to the Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba police, and the criminal justice authorities will seek to have the offender extradited home for criminal trial. In all things, our country shall be seriously orderly and stable country. Professor Adebanji Akintoye. That was a very short one and a very straightforward. Bishen Solo and Soro nípa the power of the media, and if we do not have a repeatable, strong media, they will defeat us in this struggle to self-determination. And they are doing a lot to pull it down. Listen to somebody like Abati. You can tell that these are criminals that doesn't want Yoruba nation, and they will twist their words as we are secessionists when we are not. We are self-determination campaigners. And Abati, that is meant to be a doctorate degree or whatever, understand, but he's twisting his words to favor who? Maybe the Fulanis. When you see the media being used against Yoruba people, you should then ask, when Baba Akintoye said thousands of our people have been killed during Buhari, but yet Opoloko máa sọ pé, where is the evidence to that? So I'm going to be talking more about respectable and trusted media. And I'm just sharing the audio. So I have done my own. Yours is to share the audio wherever you can find it. And which is what I'm doing right now while I'm still talking. So that this is what we should be sharing. You don't need to be sharing in tone about regional and criminal restructure, which is never going to work, because all this crime against us are deliberate. So we must not allow it to happen. So I'm going to move swiftly. I'm going to go to my website called Koikimedia. If you have never been there before, Koikimedia International News.com. Koikimedia International News, all one word. We still have the Koikimedia.com, which is for the Yoruba Nation campaign. But because we were having issues below Koikimedia website, we decided to quickly run another one parallel, CET and anything. So, sorry, Koikimedia International News, you will not see any advert. Not that Google has not told me, look, we can be giving you some penny, you know. But what happened is, Tebalosoran website, you tend to see much advert, and you cannot even read the news. We're saying she news in a pop-up advert. So we will leave the Koikimedia International News like that without any advert. But the koikimedia.com has this little advert, which I added to it. But this one, I think for now, I'll just leave it. Again, it's a revenue. It's not huge because you need a number of clicks and all that. But we are not doing Yoruba Nation for click and likes. We are doing Yoruba Nation because we are dedicated and we want to free our people from the bondage. So, when it's Obalosori site Koikimedia, ẹ máa lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ bookmarking, a bookmarker. You know, we are not making any money from it. So I'm not sending you there for clickbait or clickbait or clickbait, I think it's called. So eléyìí ń ṣe tàbá ti click lé lórí bí a news tá máa kà níbẹ̀ kò tẹ̀lé ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá. Yes, there's a lot of news there that will not be for Yoruba Nation because my platform is not just for Yoruba Nation. So I think I've pushed a little bit. So ká padà sọ̀rọ̀ Instagram níbí báyìí because the Koikimedia Instagram came back after. Oh, you see the power of media. 22 minutes ago, Oru làwọn fi operate EFCC. You know, I was telling you about Very Dark Man. I didn't give you the finished lowdown because I want you to go and look for it on my platform if you can. But the EFCC have just released a statement. Let me see if I can pick it from their Twitter handle here so that at least start the Instagram delay. Because the Instagram came back after few days of me being disconnected because of the way I was speaking, and they have to take it down. So, okay, so 22 minutes ago, EFCC has responded, but it hasn't been pushed to their Twitter handle yet. I've been in Twitter one. Let me see. Let's open the Twitter. Oh, yeah, go to one there. That is the power of the media. Yeah. So there's a press statement that has come. So let me start this platform quickly. Then we will talk about, you know, it's still relating to Intashinsonon, Nipa Media. So if you don't know the power of media, you better start getting to know now because things will change and we must push for that to happen. Moke gbogbo ala nkan si, you know, ní gbogbo platform that ń gbọ́ mi, that ń wò mí, intent ilé ṣe fún wa. Majority of you are watching us, but you don't share, you don't thumbs up, you don't like. I don't know, maybe you are scared of something, you're worried that something is going to happen. So let's give you, when I read this statement, you will have the understanding of the power of media. Okay? So you have understanding about what happened between, you know, EFCC and Very Dark Man and what he said in a video that he released with some audio discussion. And this is just being pushed out. Okay, 9:41 lot is sent this by sorry, Instagram money. So this has been posted since yesterday. But I'm just seeing it posted on the Instagram. So I don't know why there was a delay. And it has been viewed by 539,000. Remember, I think the GoFundMe, we should stop posting it for now. Talk of my post on other platforms. Well, because nobody's posting any. We wanted to raise £10,000 on GoFundMe. We couldn't even raise 1,000 because people don't want in media to grow. So, backup team, the program will end at exactly 2 hours. So we've done 1 hour, 30 minutes. So I only have 30 minutes left so that I can just go back, even if I don't sleep, maybe do some reading or do some other things. Because there's always a work for media. Media is a non-stop activities. So mama post Instagram, YouTube, GoFundMe. So we went over for support to her. The account number for the UK is 169062228. I'll repeat again. Is a company's account, which is Koikimedia, that pay tax to the UK government and is a registered organization. So if you want to pay money to support this platform using our UK account details, which is Tide account, TIDE, the account number is 169062228. The sort code will be 040605. That is the account details. We also have a PayPal account. It might be coming up as a reseller. It has always been like that because I used to do a lot of transactions some 15 years ago as a trader, buying and selling on eBay. But it is still me. It is musakalam1@yahoo.com. Because sometimes people say that they are confused. Yes, it belongs to me. It's Musa Kalam, spelled MUSAKALAM1@yahoo.com. Also, the first bank to support us with Naira 30 96 80 88 48. When you donate to good journalism, like myself and some others that are journalists, it means that many independent, because I am an independent media, look, I don't need to allow BBC to tell me what not to say. And what if I was working for BBC, I would not be doing all this I'm doing. They probably will even tell me, look, even if I'm working for them, they might restrict me from coming out and be talking like this. But because I'm an independent media, independent, if I like, I can say there will be war in Nigeria. If Nigeria think there will not be war, they should come and prove it to me, because I can see war coming closer to Nigeria. Just like we all saw the war being pushed today in different parts of the globe. War, as we are sleeping, as you are asleep now, bomb is going through Haifa between Lebanon and Israel. Iran is sending drones. So war is going on. So shut up. War is getting closer in Nigeria. The only way the war will stop is when this government speaks and allow deliberation, serious deliberation that will lead to a peaceful dissolution. War is coming to Nigeria. Hey, Jesus, hey, shut up. Even if the war is not going to come, we will push for it. Yes. You can say, but you're not in it. No, we're coming. Because that's what some of you think. But don't tell me to come now. I'll come when the appropriate time comes. We will push for it, because if we do not allow Nigeria to break, it will collapse in a way that will be painful to millions of people. So when we say donate, you are donating to a good journalism that I, OLAYOMI KOIKI of Koikimedia, depend on you. We also have a Ko-fi, which is easy for you to send donation. And if you need a Zelle to send money to me, let me know. I will have your details. And you can also do a money transfer if you think that is Western Union, if it's convenient for you. But if you're saying, we're not going to donate to this platform, why should we donate? It's fine. You'll be given a false narrative about Nigeria, especially the one that we are discussing right now, when it comes to the dissolution and the breakup of the messed up country. We have been told lies for too long. But going back to the EFCC story before we move swiftly forward, because we now have almost a few minutes before we go. And I will appreciate probably towards the end of the 10 minutes, we went to our program, if I can still see you. So, press statement, Olukoya, the EFCC chairman that cannot get Yaya Bello, has now ordered investigation of a 15 million naira Bobrisky allegation against EFCC officers. According to Executive Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mr. Ola Olukayode, let him enjoy it as much as he can, especially all these nepotism that Tinubu is playing in the crazy country called Nigeria today. Buhari played the same thing. If you allow the country to continue, the next government will push Olukoya out. They will bring another Fulani man to take over EFCC. So right now, the reason why you're hearing a Yoruba name is because Tinubu is in power. Maybe some of you need to start understanding that. Yoruba, they position is because Tinubu is in power. As soon as Tinubu completes his tenure and another government takes over, then all those Yoruba names will fade away. They will bring another name that you'll be hearing, Yakubu, Muhammadu, and all this nonsense, okay? So, Olukayode rather has now ordered immediate investigation of alleged bribery allegation imputed to some officers of the commission by Idris Okuneye, known as AKA Bobrisky, in a viral video circulating across the country. Okuneye, an ex-convict, had alleged in a video that was powered by Martin Vincent Otese, aka Very Dark Man, that some unnamed officers of the EFCC collected the sum of 15 million naira only from him to drop money laundering charges against him. In a swift reaction, the EFCC boss has constituted a team of investigators to critically look into the allegations. To this end, the commission hereby invite both Okuneye and Otese to make themselves available at its Lagos Directorate to assist investigators unearth the alleged bribery. The EFCC wishes to assure the public that the allegations will be thoroughly investigated and the result of the findings made public. It no go better for you, EFCC. Any surely go and investigate Bola Tinubu. It no go better for your papa. Any kure, the EFCC chairman or whatever you call. Oh, ni surely oguma bayeni. Go and first investigate your current president Bola Tinubu for the crime he has committed in Lagos State during his tenure for governor. No go better for every one of you. Go and investigate that Abiodun. Go and investigate all those criminals. I'm not saying you shouldn't investigate Bobrisky. I don't know Bobrisky. I don't care whoever Bobrisky is in that shit or country. That is the intimidation to the public. Can your media in Nigeria say make EFCC no go better for them? Go investigate it. No, they can't say that. It's the power of the media that I have. That is the privilege that I am enjoying. It's my privilege, my freedom, that you will never enjoy. I say it again, it no go better for the EFCC chairman if he no go investigate Tinubu the president. Oh, okay, maybe make a leave Tinubu because the Yoruba man. It no go better for him if he no go investigate the criminal vice president that sat down with terrorists. In that country you call Nigeria. You can't do that in Nigeria now. From a media perspective, that's why you have to support this media. Look at Tinubu be like security man. He come London. If I was the president, as an example, even if everybody hates me, as I come London, I go let people know say I did London. Look at how Tinubu become, somebody with Japa. And maybe if you don't know, Banky W. Yes, you know that guy where they sing. You remember him now? That one we get light skin. And the wife and the son, they have jackpot to America. They relocate to America. Everybody go shop breakfast. I think it's Burna Boy that sang that song. Last. Now everybody go shop breakfast. Shayo. ẹni ṣoríire. So they want to investigate why they took out corruption. No, they took out Mbo because Bobrisky was charged, according to what we heard, when she, okay, doesn't matter, whatever it's like, spraying money. But he was also charged for, but I saw it just now. Because that man came out with a voice note. Money laundering, yes. Do you know the meaning of money laundering? How many people understand what is money laundering? You guys at home, you don't know nothing. The amount of money laundering that is going on a daily basis in that messed up country. Money laundering, where they happen for Nigeria. You go see somebody say, I'm a content creator. And within 1 week, you don't buy 50 million house. This content, they make money. Oh yes, they're making money, genuinely. But they're using it for money laundering. Buy Range Rover, 100 million, 200 million. It's called money laundering. So most of the money spent in Nigeria are money laundering. And they're everywhere. Your celebrity, your musician, your artist, your actors. Is that not what Delegiwa was investigating when Okon was taking drug on behalf of Babangida and the rest of them to UK? This same UK. Who they buy the drugs when they arrive in UK? But it big go. What led to the death of Delegiwa by Babangida to blow him in a letter bomb? Do you know what that means? In 1986, there is already a letter bomb that has been produced. Who produced it? Who gave it to Babangida? Who sold the idea to Babangida? Is it the Israel? Is it American? Is it UK, Germany, France, or African countries? Because somebody must. I mean, do you know what it means to put bomb in a and I'm trying to be careful with my words because of this Instagram, because those ones are very sensitive. So Ogoloro official letter, and Delegiwa got the letter. Letter from, imagine, I'm not going to receive letter from Tinubu anyway. Even before it gets here, it must have gone through screening. So even if they send me a letter, say from Tinubu, I'll tell them to open it and put it in the public space. Anywhere, I'll go and read it from there. So that by the time it won't explode, it will explode to everybody. From what we heard, Delegiwa was doing some thorough investigation. You can see why media will be attacked. So if they're attacking us today with their comments and flagging and doing all their rubbish, don't be worried. At least they never buy us and they don't go feel buy us. So you come and pray from Koiki. Ọba ti pa ẹ́ sínú ilé Ìgbòho bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa sọ náà nìyẹn ẹ máa bá mi dúpẹ́ náà ni. Because tọ́ba ti pa mí nínú ilé Ìgbòho, maybe there will be another. I'm not saying, but for now, you might probably not even get somebody closer to me. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìjàgbara ẹ̀. Kò ṣe pé kò ní ṣe bọ̀ kò ní dàbí èmi. And do you know what would have been the impact on Ìgbòho? I got a call from Italy yesterday. Muki Babami Tokwe Ifa Entebawa in Italy. Only married program. I'll share it to him anyway. Muki Mubanwon Babawa, the oracle, the father of oracle is called Ifa evangelist. Àwọn ni wọ́n wà lára àwọn tí wọ́n di ìlànà mọ̀ ní Italy. And he called me. I don't have his number before. He called me yesterday, and I picked the call. And he told me who he was. And eventually, I realized that they have a strong, dedicated Yoruba people in Italy that are following this platform and believer of Baba Akintoye and Igboho. So when he was looking for my number, 8 people sent in my number straight away. These are people from Italy. They were in Italy, they were Yoruba. I was shocked. They are preparing to make it down for the rally in October. And when I heard him calling me to say, Mudeki, Lady Best, you might not have seen Lady Best, on Odudua TV and on Citizen AY, but they're all still involved in Yoruba Nation struggle. But as everybody in Europe, we all have other things that we are doing. So maybe Lady Best is just engaged, but I can tell you that Lady Best also released my number to this man. So he will be traveling to London even because the children live according to him anyway. So he'll be here in London even 4 days before the event, and others will be traveling down. So I was giving them, the event and location and all that. The event is going to be in London, not outside London, apart from the Manchester that we're heading on Sunday. And as I'm ending this program in just about 13 minutes, then I called Igboho to just, say hello to them. So, King of Fire, before we end the program, the power of the media. Very dark man is doing something that is twisting the brain of these people. And I pray they don't buy him. And I hope we will not derabi Okuni, because that is exactly what they want to do to somebody like us. Take Koiki out of the picture. It will have big impact in Igboho and the rest of the movement and Baba Akintoye. Because Baba Akintoye called me, I told you, on Monday. Baba ló pè mí níjọ́ Monday. Mo sọ fún yín nípa bàbá wa kan tí a sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lórí program yìí. Tó dẹ̀ ní pé Koiki kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀, Yoruba Nation làwọn. It was a continuous program for a few days. But bàbá yẹn ti rányàn sí mi already, mo sọ níbí báyìí. But Baba Akintoye tí wá pè mí pé meeting kan máa wáyé láìpẹ́ tí it's not for public, but táwọn tó ń lọ sí meeting yẹn bá dọ́dọ̀ bàbá yẹn wá pè mí kí n lè rí bàbá yẹn bá sọ̀rọ̀, because bàbá ní no, kọ́ báwọn sọ fún Koiki pé àwọn gbọ́ fídíò mi yẹn ó dẹ̀ dùn àwọn gan. Mo yẹn ìta ṣe afẹ́ kó dùn yìí náà ni àwọn ní no pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀, pé n tí mo sọ pé Yorùbá country làwọn fẹ́. Mo ní tẹ́ bá ti jẹ́ pé yẹn lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí rí bàbá yẹn bá sọ̀rọ̀. I don't want oyin pé mo believe Baba Akintoye. Triple DRS mo ti email yín ẹni láti pè mí, but mo send email sí yín pẹ̀lú receipt owó dínà yín, and you did not reply me, so I don't know whether you receive it or not, but I share the receipt with you. So Baba Akintoye will not lie, but mo sọ fún bàbá pé mo fẹ́ gbọ́ kí bàbá yẹn kí n àti wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí video call. So I'm looking forward. Tí bàbá bá ti bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, I'll come out, I will do a title, I'll write his name there, and I'll apologize and say, Baba sọ pé Yoruba Nation làwọn ṣe, and that's all. So that is on that. So what I'm trying to say is that they know the stand of this media. I am not talking about me now. I'm talking about the media, because me, I am just part of the face of the media. Look, I have dedicated team, and you can see them. Dedicated team that are ready to serve Yoruba people, including myself. Ikomba mi solano. Inton jeya ni sini gadget. Konse mi nikon le ma se program. My team are ready to do program continuously. Okay, because I reply me, I can reply email in ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. I wonder because I was wondering maybe because you are not sure whether that email is mine. Musa Kalam yẹn náà tèmi náà ni. But èyí tí mo fi ń gba owó lórí PayPal, Musa Kalam 1. The Musa Kalam mẹ́ta ni mo ní. One is for the Gmail, one is for Yahoo, and one is Musa Kalam 1. The Musa Kalam gangan ni mo ṣí ní 1998 ní Wood Green Library nígbà tí mo dé lóyè. But my email was compromised then by, my ex. So I opened another one, which is the Musa Kalam 1. Láti fi retrieve yẹn because they wanted me to send some document to confirm, because I wanted to keep that email. 1998, ni Musa Kalam. I didn't even open an email in Nigeria, that shit old bastard country. Thank you, country, UFO, in 1998. I can understand, Ishe, that's fine. I think we confirmed that you have the receipt. I just want to be sure that you have your receipt, because that receipt is your dinner ticket. I can't wait to see every one of you. I was in I was in Silvertown. The video man park a private jet on say at a Whiskey. I drove past that area yesterday morning. Very busy. I was in Silvertown. Then from there, I drove straight to Acme, then back into Dustin. I know a lot of you saw the video anyway. So I should go and me. Ayuba, I can't wait to see many of you. And please, on the day of the dinner or the rally, no matter how busy I am, tap me and say, Koiki, Emini YouTube, and we can take a quick snap picture together. And you can save that for your memory, and you can share that with me later. There are few rallies that we've done in London that some people will reach out back to me and say, Koiki, oh, nothing anymore. I could send pictures a minute. So, let's keep that memory together. So please, if you're coming for the rally, no matter how busy I am, I'll be busy, just tap me and say, Koiki, any dizzy man. Because some of you I know, some of you will be the first time we are going to be seeing each other. Some are regular. Some of you I will probably recognize. Majority of you I won't recognize. So please, and let us remember that the day will be busy. We will do everything that will be possible, that Igbowo will be, for you to take picture with him. It's not like we're going to keep him, but there will be protocol, but you have access to see picture. So there will be a lot of pictures taken, so get your phone ready, make sure your phones are charged. We want as many of you to go live. Facebook, YouTube, go live. Some of you might not go live because of the nature of your job in the UK. We understand that. A lot of people are working in a very sensitive place, so they'll be on the background. But normal, because go live on Facebook on the day of the rally, so that many people will have. So we want, because it's the power of the social media. And that's where we're going to be talking more. Alan Conde, I not see you. But like much comment and could like Britain rara. More give about in Britain. Alan Conde, Egbomi Dada, like Britain. I don't like Britain. I can manage, Our time going back on self. It's a good place, don't get me wrong. I've lived here for 24 years. I'm grateful that my mom brought me here. It's a privilege to have my children here, and I still want more children, even though my wife, they're like, Baba Loma Kupoli ni ma je. Baba to be me 19 ni wa football team. Benny. 19 children. So Alan Conde say, if Britain and America tell you any elections in Africa is calm, they are saying the election is violent and criminal act. I love that part. And I should copy that and post it to my timeline. If Britain and America tell you any election in Africa is calm, they are saying the election is violent, and it's responding to the US ambassador. So this program will end because I know a lot of you are still going to wake up. I want to prepare. We are going triple DRS. We want to prepare to shake coffee. So let me start appreciating it because we go do 2 hours yẹn lọ. So ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré kí gbogbo èèyàn àtẹ̀wọlé. Alẹ́ kan dè mo ti jí ọ̀rọ̀ yín yẹn o. Èmi máa post ẹ o. Èmi náà sọ pé mi ni mo kọ́ o. So ọgbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n ni wọ́n fi ṣe kí ni. I think wọ́n ní ọ̀ní wà ní seclusive. And I was listening to Asake say yesterday that ọ̀ní sọ pé kí gbogbo aká calm pẹ̀lú Bọ́lá Tinubu. Kábíyèsí àwọn èèyàn ní káàmù èmi kàn sọ fún yín ni o. Èmi lè calm mẹ́mọ̀ pé ọmọ yín lèmi jẹ́. Àǹfààní àti rí yín. Adẹ̀sí máa ríra àti ríra rí ní London nígbà tẹ́ wá. Ẹ má bínú sọ́wọ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ lè. So ọ̀ní ní kí gbogbo aká calm. I don't know what that means. But let me appreciate those of you that have joined me at the early hours. It's a 2 hours program. Let me start from this side. Moki Babami Idris Abimbola, Ibrahim Akinloye, Mr. Oluwasomo, Momami Dada, Shape Kamariti Nirali, Iyabo Lubumi Oluwale, Olabandroti. Very beautiful mother, sister, dedicated, She comes into the platform, she will put a comment there. We love you when you put your comment, it makes us feel cool. Yoruba Nation Lafe TV, gbogbo àwọn tó di Hong Kong mú nìyẹn. So if you're watching the video from Hong Kong, brother mi nìyẹn, tẹ́mi bá ń show London, òun show Hong Kong. Then ẹ̀gbọ́n mi David Taiwo àti Michael La, àwọn máa show America. We are showing all these things not to intimidate you. We are showing it just so that you can see that, look, ẹ̀yin náà wo títí Britain, London Road yẹn, ẹ̀rí pé ó kéré. But ó wà active, owó ló ń pa wọlé. Silver Town yẹn ní gbogbo Woolwich àwọn DLR yẹn, owó ló ń pa wọlé. Táwọn náà bá tẹ̀ ní títí àwọn ìdúnmọ̀tà yẹn tó kéré yẹn táwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ti gbàgbẹ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, ó yẹ kó máa mọ́wọ́ wọlé fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, kò ń ṣe ọmọ Ìgbò nìkan tó ń tajà níbẹ̀. Okay, so mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo yín. Nurudeen Akimoyede mo kí yín. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ lórí Instagram, Justice for Mohbad. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a gbọ́dọ̀ rí Justice for Mohbad. Tá a bá ti rí Justice for Mohbad kò ní sísinmi. Ikú sin Mohbad àìtí sin Mohbad, a gbọ́dọ̀ rí justice fún. Tá a bá wá rí justice fún nínú Nàìjíríà, a máa wá justice fún babadélẹ̀ Yorùbá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mo kí Bukky Jesse sister mi dáadáa, mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn tó ń jà fún Mohbad náà. Àwa náà tá a jà fún Mohbad, à ń jà fún gbogbo ara wa náà ni. So thank you so much, Justice for Mohbad. Mr. Akintola mo kí yín. Mr. Oguntoyinbo Williams mo kí yín. So let me come here. I am Sophie, mo kí gbogbo Russia, mo kí Awishola, Source of Joy, mo kí àwọn Biafra. So on this other side as well, Idowu Matthew, ọ̀nà ẹ̀kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ọmọ Yorùbá. We have 3 minutes to go. Ẹ̀kú iṣẹ́ ìlú, Yoruba Nation not going back. Mr. Gibson, Holy Boy. Ganielo Edeni, good morning, the last man standing. Adeni Yade Jubril, good morning. Tinubu can never do such. Step aside. I would step aside. Kò step aside. Shayo Olaitan Gold, Mukinyi, James Olajide, Colin Fonke, sister our Toku, Toman Koni Islamic. My wife was even saying that the Baton play and one Koni weekend ye. But video while around don't play because she was just playing, but she didn't play Christian, don't play and Babalawo, don't play and got 3 in 1 lane. So yeah, man play and one Koni Bami Madon. So she will be playing all kind of music, just to keep the spirit going. I love her so much. Call on Tuba Adroti and Yawoa, Kuma Fimusile, because it's not easy to have your husband doing this. Calls every day. She trusts me, especially on Yaudua. And Yaudua about it. The man that Kia woman no key. Muki Mr. Wasiu Tiamio, Mr. Idoalade, Muki brother me easy. As I'm gonna care into our YouTube. Before we go, let me start from Triple DRS. Thank you so much. Emmanuel Adeniyiwa ahead already. Antigini UAE. I'll be coming to Dubai. I hope I will be given a visa because they thought found on a visa. I hope I will get a visa. But when you will on a British passport, I hope I will get a visa anyway. But I'll be coming there next year. I plan to take some trip next year to America, to European countries, and many other places. Fund me, Abi. Found me now. So Peter Quinn, I am so proud of your God. Well, let's pray that that God will be stronger on a daily basis because they want to weaken it. They want to weaken it. Okay, just reason. Irrespective of however the movement is misrepresented, we must remain focused. That's the right word. Koiki ti kówó jẹ, ẹ sọ pé kówó jẹ ẹ fi lẹ̀. Àwọn ṣì ń rí tó ń sùn. Koiki yẹ kó máa sùn pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ẹ̀ nísìnyí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wáyà kó máa ṣe jigijigi. Ó tún ti jáde. Ààrẹ náà ni. And tomorrow we'll have more ample of time. I'm not going anywhere tomorrow like I was doing this morning, breakfast, lunch. So we'll have ample of time to discuss more as well. Baba Iyawa Felicia, Mokima, Mokimom Simino. I'm going to talk about the missing person. Who affect me go, but I was really affected. I'll tell you a little bit before I go, because I want to, Mama, 10 minutes, maybe by Mofeki program, I could do 2 hours, but at 2 hours already. But I will use the last 10 minutes to quickly start Instagram again quickly. So Moki triple DRS, Ebomi, Ekuna Wakopa Lemodina. Oloye now is looking forward to see many of you on the day. Afolabi Kayode, Intel Latin Nigeria, we are going to do everything for the transmission that you will look like. Could have multiple videos that mama fi stream nínú bẹ̀. We're going to do everything possibly best. Èmi náà wà fortunate láti wà London. Mo sì mi ló jápa. Wọ́n wá jápa èmi náà wá sí bíbá ní 1998. Mo kí Adéníjì Ganiu. Mo kí the backup team. Agbeloba Adeosun Timothy mo kí ẹni Ọlọ́run dá. Now, so they want us to do it using pankere when àwọn yẹn ń lo ìbọn. Daniel Adeyemi Moki brother mi easy ní gbogbo Miami. Ọmọbọ́lájà Abdullahi Banki Yawa Tomo. Moki àwọn tó wà lórí MixLR. One person is there. I think we might have maybe 1 or 2 on the Twitter space as well. Sometimes I forget that they are there. Yeah, one person is there. Chinezo, I'm Biafrani, I'm sure of that. So now, the missing person has been found. Mukiba Bawade Yemi Olayemi, and I'm going to end this program in just about a few minutes. The missing person is like a mother to me. And it's a mo post be missing person here. Mama lo just see me. Conscienti, because I want to see me. They are the same age, same from the same family side in Oshodi, in Lagos. So when I was about to start the Instagram before I drove yesterday, I saw the missing person, but I didn't see the name of the Instagram page. I just saw the missing person. I went live. So after I finished the live, to end it, and Mobilization end the live in Otugbe Pini and Padawa. Bow, Mommy Lele Ike, Kilule Shele. I got, and only job I did long period that's why we have to sometimes when people are watching this kind of program, sort of bad. I'm a kaya wakokin, a minor chikaya me, logun, lord to pay so, lowo, economy lo mamu. Oyepa logun, Ọlọ́run la gbé mi lé. Ọlọ́run tá dẹ̀ gbé mi lé yẹn kò ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Lówó lọ́wọ́. Triple DRS nísìnyí ó lè tó ń san fún mi every month. Ẹ̀yin náà oní £10, oní 20, oní 100. Easy. Tí bá pè á fún mi lówó. I don't have enough. Ìyẹn kan send message sí mi lánàá, I'm financially broke. Èmi náà ní mi I'm financially broke. Ọmọ mi tó máa lọ cover láàárọ̀ ọ̀la. Wọ́n ní event kan láwọn young can fẹ́ ṣe ní mo fi dárúkọ state yẹn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo ti send owó sí. Mo láti send owó láti ní account tèmi sí ni. Nígbà tí mo ní náírà nílé. Ṣé ẹni tó fẹ́ lọ bá mi cover nílé ṣé màá ní kó dé bus stop kó sọ pé Koikimedia kó gbé pẹ̀lú epo tó wà nígboro nísìn. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn Yoruba Unity Day. They paid us a bit of money for the team to go. So ẹ má rò pé bí a torí platform àwọn èèyàn máa ń béèrè owó kẹ́yìn náà máa ń béèrè owó lọ́wọ́. I'm not Dangote. Mo dẹ̀ ń ṣọ̀dẹ̀ dọ́là. So mo dẹ̀ láwọn tèmi náà support lẹ́yìn ní kékèké. Just to finish up the missing person, what you really want. But it has put the whole family in distress. She was missing here in London. I won't go into all the details, but she's been found. Badupe for long. And for those of you that saw the post, Kentos, and you know it is soon. Okay, you might face a prayer, go mefa. Emi lo sun pada. It's 2 hours. Mukiye Kentos. Kentos is the vice president. We have a president of Ifelo, not president of Yoruba Nation. Egbodada Ifelodun Àpapọ̀. Àwọn ló ń ṣètò bí olóyè ṣe máa dé London fún dinner àti rally. Koiki kọ̀ jẹ́ agbẹnusọ tó ń polówó ni o. Nìkan ni I'm part of the committee. Ọkọ̀ fi ní síbẹ̀ ni o pé kí n kàn máa wo tó ń lọ. So we still need you to buy tickets, buy the fleece. Fleece wà £25. Ẹ rà lọ́wọ́ àwa, ọwọ́ àwa nìkan náà lè ti máa rí £25. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kọ́ post £30. Ẹ tètè ra gbogbo àwọn kìíní yẹn. Kò sọ́jọ́ mọ́ end of the month ìfẹ́ dé ẹ máa gbowó oṣù. Okay, I should check my inbox, United Kingdom. Okay, I will do so. I will DM you. You know, we need your support. If you give us money, we will take it. But for Ifelodun, I don't support account one. After the event, I will not come out and say, pay money for me for Ifelodun. I'm actually trying to see if I can see the message, United Kingdom, request. See who can send you a message. Okay, I've seen your message now. No. Me, I don't need any 1,000 followers. No, sorry about that, United Kingdom. You go and do 1,000 followers for yourself. Me, I don't need 1,000 followers. You are going to need followers, only keep more followers. And to pay for followers, we're going to 9,000. Ṣebí aṣọ ti yàn kan la máa kọ́kọ́ wò ká tó wo ti kinní kan lọ́sọ̀. Àwọn fake people lélẹ̀ má fi tẹ̀yọ mi lórí ìpínyàn gidi ni. Ó fi ta followers fún mi, òun fúnra rẹ̀ gan ní followers lórí Instagram. Gbogbo followers is 9,000. Ẹ má wà careful ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń gbogbo àwọn. These are the kind of, I mean, I'm not saying this is genuine or fake, I don't know. If you followers ṣe. Èmi gan fúnra mi gan mo ní lórí Instagram ní Ọláyọmí. Èmi náà ní 8,000. Ẹni tó fẹ́ fún mi ní followers òun ní 9,000. Kí ni ìyàtọ̀? Ẹ ṣé jàre Kentos. So a ti rí mọ́mì wa, because mọ́mì wa ni máa pè wọ́n ṣàǹtì mi. But it has put the whole family Clement. Ṣe ń gbọ́wọ́ sílẹ̀. Announcement America yẹn advert máa lọ káàkiri ni. Mo ní yọ wọlé nígbà tí mo ń ṣe asylum seeker. Tó bá ti fún mi ní visa mo ń bọ̀ láti gba American visa mi báyìí màá announce ẹ̀ ní tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe kẹ́ ṣe ẹni dá mi dúró màá pe babaláwo màá pe àwọn Kentos wòlíì làwọn yẹn wọ́n máa fàdúrà tì ní tí máa fi dá America màá ṣe announcement ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe ni kẹ́ ṣe plane mi ò rẹ̀ ní já tí máa fi dá America èmi ò gbọ́dọ̀ yọ wá America irọ́ a máa ṣe announcement bí èmi àti Ìgbòho wọn lájọ máa dé ó kù díẹ̀ so mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ rí post yẹn ọmọ wọn ní Bọ̀dé tí mo máa ń sọ pé the first Nigerian DJ that allowed every Nigerian music to be played in central London clubs. It's called Esther Entertainment. It did a lot of work, just as Nigeria is a bad country. It was working with promoting Nigerian music and a lot of things, but Nigeria will frustrate you. Go on his page and see how much he's doing right now. Most of his clients, so when I saw the post on his page, so I called him straight away because he's my cousin. Money body kilo shele. Only mommy son. Lataliano. Money so ito kota wa na ṣe. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá. Ìtàn pè ní Yorùbá. Àdúrà ó wà ńbẹ̀. But wàá lo tìbílẹ̀. Mọ́mí ṣe mi àsọnù ní UK táwa ìyẹn mo ṣe sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá ni wá o ẹ̀sìn kò ní kíní èmi gbé babaláwo dìde ni o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wọ́n ní máa kàn sọ babaláwo lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ nísìnyí mọ́mí ṣe lè sọnù ní London tí a jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá nígbà tó máa fi dalẹ̀ wọ́n sì ní send message ní pọ́tìrì wọn mo ní sọ ìtókù adúpẹ́ fún gbogbo èèyàn àfáà wa náà tá a pè àtẹ̀yìn wòlíì mọ́mí kí ló jẹ́ kí mọ́mí sọnù London mọ́mí ò gbọ́dọ̀ sọnù mọ́mí ò gbọ́dọ̀ sọnù ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá so mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa so ẹ jẹ́ ká fi lẹ́bẹ̀ẹ́ Rẹ̀mí official mo kẹ́ so on that note òun ayọ̀ la máa sùn ẹ̀yìn tí America Canada ẹ̀ ti wà ní midnight thank you so much God bless the people of Yoruba people. God bless the Biafrans. You might not agree with them, but they want to go. Ewotinam the Kanu Solano. I have spent, I'll talk about it tomorrow, or later in the morning rather. I have spent 4 years. If I spend the 5th year, a strong man. As I speak, some people still believe that Nnamdi Kanu is a government agent. Can you imagine that? I'm not joking, no. I've read posts that people say he's a government agent. He's working for Britain. He's working for this. Especially there's a particular guy that tackles them. He's a Igbo guy. Omani agent to me, Nnamdi Kanu. But whether they be agent or not, the ideology and the spirit, it don't enter millions of Biafrans. And they will fight with their last blood to collapse Nigeria. And the Yoruba will do the same thing. So God bless you all. Thank you so much. Have a very good morning. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. Lashe Dumari. Adele Leri. Gbogbo tó bá náà ní débẹ̀, ó kò yín, ó kò lọ́hùn torí pé kí ni ìyà ń jẹ mọ́ Yorùbá tó ń ṣe kékeré. Bye for now.